Out of the blue of the western sky comes
Runway DFW.
The following program comes to you in color.
Live from Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport in Texas, this is Runway DFW in color. Now, here is your host, Walt Zwerko.
And a very pleasant good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be on this big blue marble. It's Walt coming to you live from Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport on this Sunday, March the 3rd, 2024. Got a couple of heavies coming in right here. Well, that's one of them. I believe that was arriving from Buenos Aires. And I was correct. Buenos Aires, Argentina is that one. And the next one we have coming up for you is Flight 12, Japan Airlines from Haneda Airport in Tokyo. So stay with us for all the action live from Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport on Runway DFW. Here is the Japan Airlines 777-300ER, completing a 10.5-hour journey from Tokyo, Haneda. So 2 wide bodies to begin our broadcast. We did miss a couple. In the hour we were setting up, we saw a Korean Air 747 head off to Anchorage. We saw 2 American arrivals from the islands, one from Honolulu and one from Maui. But there should be more in store. I mean, look, the next flight arriving is going to be American Eagle Flight 3337 from Harlingen, Texas. I mean, it's hard to beat that. So welcome, everyone. Here's channel member M.R. Rice saying good morning, Walt, and all fans of Runway DFW. Let's see, we have Adam Serena, morning, Walt. Seems like it was only 10 minutes ago we were watching you pack up at the end of yesterday's stream. Yes, it does seem like only, you know, the nice thing is I didn't really have to unload my car. All I had to do was bring all the batteries in to recharge. As you can see, it is overcast here. 62 degrees, a little cooler than we had it yesterday. Oh, it's going to warm up later today. Airport says winds out of the south at 13 miles an hour. So gusty winds. I have my my Runway DFW packable jacket windbreaker on this morning. Bentley's Aviation says good morning, Walt. Hello there. Abraham says superb timing to see the JAL arrival. Tom Marchant, good morning, Walt. Thanks for being here. I would like to thank you for being out there. It's nice to have somebody here when you fire things up. Scott Halla, a channel member, says, I don't know, looks pretty black and white today, referring to our in-color slogan. But yeah, it is pretty black and white today, to be honest. All right, here's that flight from Harlingen arriving. It's in Embraer 175. You know, I kind of like the cloudiness on a morning stream, because otherwise, once the sun comes up, everything's in silhouette. There's the JAL triple, still slowly inching its way towards Terminal D. So yeah, it should look a little better than some of our morning streams photographically, simply because of the cloud cover. There's the East Tower. Can't hardly make out the skyline of Dallas this morning. It's back there somewhere. Have a couple aircraft ready to take off. American Flight 1331 is there in the foreground. It's going to Santa Ana, California. 737-800, and behind it is an American Eagle E-Jet, which will be going to Oklahoma City. And speaking of Oklahoma, an Embraer 170 is about to touch down from Stillwater, Oklahoma. It's American Eagle. Flight 3659. There goes a flight to Santa Ana. So I think there'll be plenty of planes for us to see in the next few minutes. A lot of them American Airlines, but I did see a United Airbus A320 lining up to head off to Houston Intercontinental George Bush Worldwide Airport in Houston. I thought I heard on the radio that 13 right is closed. It's the airport over here on the west side that we cannot see, so that bodes well for us. Another E-Jet arrives. We have good clarity this morning as far as the visuals go. Far down there, there's the aircraft we saw coming in over on the east side to open our broadcast, the one from Buenos Aires. With a Sun Country plane of some sort there in the background. The E-Jet we saw coming in just a moment ago is Flight 4075 American Eagle, arriving from Corpus Christi. There goes the United Jet, an Airbus A320 off to Houston. Let's see if we can pick it up in progress here. The plane you saw coming in was American 2862 from Wichita. The plane that's going out is American 1106 to Chicago O'Hare, a 737-800. So kind of non-stop action for the first 12 minutes or so of this edition of Runway DFW. There's an E-Jet getting towed over to the gates from the hangar area over on this side of the airport. We have a Spirit A320neo getting ready to wing its way to the gambling capital of the West, Las Vegas. It's Flight 268. Now we can kind of begin to see the outlines of downtown Dallas back there somewhere. This is one of 5 aircraft lining up to take off on runway 18 left here on the west side of Dallas-Fort Worth Airport. As I said, the wind is coming directly from the south, so the planes are landing right into the wind, as is optimal. United Flight 380 to Chicago O'Hare is coming into view. It's a 737-700. And we will have to give it a musical salute once it rises into the sky. Don't see too many 700s over here at DFW. At Southwest operates a number of that category of plane. We saw last time we were at Love Field, we saw a pretty good fair number of 700s. Okay, so let me see if I can keep this in view while I go over here. No, I guess I didn't.
1998.
Well, that was a 1998 plane. 25 years old. Well, right, an Airbus A321, flight 1969, is on its way to Las Vegas. Let's see if we can see what folks are saying here. Heath Shelton, channel member, wants to know, do any other airports have a megaphone broadcasting the ATC dialogue? I'm not aware of any airport other than DFW that has such a thing. I don't know. I haven't been to a lot of airports, so... Of course, this is limited to the plane spotting area here, and not that many airports have an official plane spotting area, so that could be one reason. I think A-list flyer Chris was saying that a kind of an analogous area is being readied for Dallas Love Field, something akin to Founders Plaza here at DFW Airport. So that would be wonderbar. See some emergency vehicles headed out. This is the flight to Las Vegas. It's about a 2-hour flight, and so you get to Las Vegas at about the same time on the clock that you take off here because of the 2-hour time difference. I spy a baby bus there. Flight 2480, it's headed to St. Louis. As the skies are brightening here. Thought those doors would never close. Well, let's point our lens skyward here as the dawn breaks. We've already seen sunrise, but we didn't get to see the sunrise because it was obscured by cloudiness. Channel member Dennis Kentonen says, love the stream, Walt. You're doing double duty to include last night and this morning. Well, we actually kind of finished up when it was last night, or yesterday when it was sundown, but I guess our packing up went into the darkness hours. That is American Flight 2107. It's off to Kansas City. We would like to thank Cammie Hudson for being a member of this channel for 6 months now. Hello, Walt, from the unofficial DFW plane spotting area. Well, where is that? Because this is the official one. Josh Aldrich, our channel member and moderator up there in Oklahoma City, says, speaking of time difference, are you ready for the time change next Sunday? You know, that had escaped my attention. So I guess we're going to lose an hour next week. Donnie White says, good morning, Walt. How's the iced coffee? I didn't stop to get iced coffee this morning. We have our super extra, super duper wide camera in place today, attached to the fence. So we're putting the fence to some good use finally. But you can see the beacon behind me, and also the flags here at Founders Plaza. They haven't turned the beacon off yet. What do we got here? Delta Flight 841 to Minneapolis, St. Paul, Airbus A320. I think as it comes into view, we shall give this a musical salute.
1992.
A plane without the current Delta livery, which always puts me in a mind to think that, well, perhaps this plane may not be long for the Delta fleet once some newer aircraft arrive. I saw a video it was yesterday or the day before. I guess it was the day before yesterday. I think it was on the Flight Radar 24 YouTube channel. I can't remember the name of the presenter, but he was on a quest to ride on the oldest 737 that's still flying around carrying passengers, and he found an airline in Venezuela which was operating a 737-200 model, which was upwards of 40 years old. And it looked like it. It was a pretty old aircraft, but it was fascinating to see. From Brownsville comes American Eagle Flight 3353. It's an Embraer 175. Well, we may be headed into silhouette mode here as the sun tries to break through the morning clouds. Thought I'd give you our morning view of one of the planes that lots of people like to see. MD-11. Looks like we just have one over there. I thought there were two yesterday when I left, so maybe, I guess, one of them was dispatched overnight. So I don't think we'll be seeing this in action this morning, but always nice to take a look. Simiu Richard, or Richard, is our newest subscriber. Thank you for that. We have this plane's coming in on runway 18 left, so it must be that 18 right is closed for inspection. I think it is. That generally happens this time on Sunday mornings. I keep forgetting about that. So again, we're looking over runways 18 right and left. 18 left generally reserved for takeoffs, but right now it's handling both takeoffs and arrivals. There on the left, American Airlines Flight 474, which is headed to Phoenix, Arizona. Just a reminder that you're watching Runway DFW, Jet Age Entertainment for the 21st century. And we come to you from Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport. Walt here speaking to you. And we're here several times a week. This, let's see, we were here, been here a bunch recently. When the weather cooperates, we try to come out more often. Thank you, Kevin, for subscribing. Let's see, a week ago, Friday night we were here, and then we did a Saturday show and a Sunday morning show, and then we were here on Tuesday night and Thursday night of this week, and then we were here yesterday for 6 hours-ish. And this broadcast will continue through 10 a.m. Central Time, when it is our pleasure to invite you over to visit with Kevin and Rudy at Airline Videos Live. A different channel, but we like those guys, so hope you'll check them out after we conclude. I should probably tell you what you just looked at there. American Eagle 3904 and Embraer 170 bound for Tulsa, Oklahoma. So the departures are going to have to wait here because we're still operating on one runway here on the west side. This American Eagle E-Jet arriving from Springfield. It's flight 3976. We have another arrival. So once again, this plane and 3 others gotta cool their jet, I think. Well, well, the next flight, I guess it's a little further out than I thought. This is flight 474 to Phoenix. You see most of it there. We will incorporate that in our next shot here. Well, we'll just do this. I hear a grackle. Okay, we're still operating on one runway here. This is flight 1095, 737-800, coming in from Midland, Texas. Anthony YT says hello to you. Panhandle Flyways, one of our members, says hello, everyone. A-list flyer Chris informs us that this 737 did a missed approach for 17 left and came around to this side. Always getting keen insight from our channel members and moderators. Thank you, Chris, for that. Chris, a man on the go. He's always flying off somewhere. Check out his YouTube channel, if you would, for some cool in-flight videos. This is American 2903. It's an Airbus A321 off now to the city adjacent to the bay, San Francisco. Here's our vantage point at Founders Plaza. And here comes the morning flight from Auckland, New Zealand. It's American Flight 34, 7879 Dreamliner. In the air for 12 and a half hours was that plane. But it has the shortest taxi to Terminal D that you can get here by landing at 17 left. It's immediately adjacent to the International Terminal D, so after that long flight, its passengers won't have very long before they get to step on terra firma here in the Northern Hemisphere. Heath Shelton has gifted 5 Tri-Jet memberships. Heath, thank you so much for that. Bound for San Diego is this Airbus A321. It's American Airlines Flight 2362. And speaking of members, thanks to those of you who are Runway DFW members and to gifts like Heath Shelton's, we have eclipsed the 300 member barrier here at Runway DFW, something I couldn't conceive of even just a few months ago. So it's very, very, very heartwarming to hear of your kindnesses and your thoughtfulness for the channel. In fact, because of that, Sebastian Echeverria says, good morning, everyone. Panhandle Flyways, greeting our moderator, A-list flyer Chris. So anyway, I was going to, before I forget, which I tend to get distracted, I am going to now impart on you our list of channel members. This is as of this morning at 4 a.m., I believe, when I put this list together. More than 300 members of the channel now. And if you're a new member, you won't see your list on this channel because it was on this crawl because it was pre-produced. I want to thank, first of all, channel sponsor James Webb. Thank you, James Webb, out there on the West Coast. He has been more than kind to this channel over the last year in terms of his support. So thank you, James. Also, here's the Quadjet members, which yesterday, when I was reading these off, I didn't get to because we had a flight coming in, so I apologize for that. But I do like to make special notice of our Quadjet members, which include 757 Chip, A-list flyer Chris, Beaker and Honeydew, Bevet, Christian Kellner, Cubs Win, Dan Griffiths, Deborah Klein, Dimitri H., Dwayne C., James Webb, Josh Aldrich, Kai, Kansas Ave Geek, Lori M., Michelle R.S., Pete Nordine, R. Bauer 25, Raina Taylor, Skittles, and Will Hutchison are Quad Jet members. Thanks to all of you. And then now you will see the rest of the 300 plus members of the channel as of this morning. It's going to take a while. It takes about 15 minutes for all these names to go by. But thank each and every one of you for your support of the channel. And now, nothing is happening. We seem to have exhausted our supply of planes to take off. Well, this plane coming over the bridge, American Flight 2767, destination Seattle, is on its way over here. So we'll see that in a couple minutes. But this is kind of how Sunday mornings are around here. We get a flurry of activity and then nada. And Josh says, cue the tumbleweeds. Well, we have grackles. I don't think these are grackles, though. I saw one earlier, but I don't know what kind of birds those are. They're having breakfast here in the forbidden zone. They're on the other side of the fence. So yum yum, worms, grubs, whatever they may be finding there in the grass. Uncle Plane Guy, a channel member, says, I'm not on there. Uncle Plane Guy, is this Uncle Car Guy with a different name? I don't know. I apologize for that, but these are all sorted by level of membership. So the first batch we saw were Quadjet. I think we're into Tri-Jet now, and if you're a Twin Jet member, you will see your name in the Twin Jet section. So I hope that solves it. If not, I will check after the broadcast to see what I did wrong. Dennis Kentonen, channel member, says nothing happening over at UPS. No, not this morning. They're pretty much idle on Sunday mornings over there. I mean, we can go look at it, but just not a lot happening. We do have some things happening, though. We've got 2 planes lining up. One is American Flight 2767 to Seattle, an Airbus A321, which is about to come into view. And then behind it is a United Express E-Jet, which is going to be off to San Francisco. So first, here comes the flight to Seattle. So United Express, operated by SkyWest Airlines, going to San Francisco. So we had an inquiry earlier about UPS, and as we looked down to the UPS lot, we see these 3 planes plus the MD-11 we showed you earlier. So there's 4 UPS aircraft over there, but none of which, I don't believe we'll see any of those this morning in operation. We do have a Frontier aircraft. Wrong camera. There it is. Flight 1425. It's an Airbus A321. Upon its tail section are depicted Cody and Dakota the coyotes. Appear to be cute little coyote pups. Flight radar 24 not providing us with a destination for this aircraft this morning. Okay, Uncle Plane Guy, there on the screen is your name. Well, we've still got operations going on 18 left. 18 right is still closed. This American Eagle flight from Grand Island is touching down on 18 right. Sorry, 18 left. Carolyn Crowder is a fan of the Frontier planes. Look at those coyotes.
Was that for Frontier Flight 1425?
David Rutherford says, after watching yesterday, I suspect the missing overhead covers were taken down for replacement or repair. It's happened before due to high winds earlier. And what he's referring to is this, the canvas covering of that shelter was missing when I got here yesterday. I was hoping to use it to shield me from the late winter sun, but alas, that was not to occur. Because I found if you park yourself in just the right spot under there, you get protection from the full sun for most of the afternoon here. Swing here around to an incoming flight from Austin, Texas. And it looks like 18 right is open again. It's American Eagle 3787. Joe Cisco says, good morning from down the road in Bedford, Texas. Arias World says, I've been to Founders Plaza so many times and there's so many shades, and why do you want specifically that one? Well, because it provides, and okay, we'll swing back around here. This one gives lets you have a view of a very good view of the incoming flights, and also the angle that it is situated at provides you with the needed shade during the afternoon hours. Now there are two other canopies like this here. One of them, which would be entirely unsatisfactory because of its location for viewing. The other one we park ourselves under in the morning sometimes, but it's not at an angle that really is set up to give the required level of shade. So, I don't know if that answers the question, but I hope it does. Jim O'Leary is checking in from Naples, Florida. Is there a piston and propeller club level of the of our channel? No, I don't have one of those. But hey, your support of the channel, but just by being here, is great. You are obviously a subscriber because you can comment here on the chat room, so thank you for that. So if you subscribe and like, that helps the channel without having to empty your pockets. Channel member Donnie White says, Walt, do you sometimes think Airbus will become the new Boeing? Well, as we all know, Boeing has been having its share of, shall we say, issues in recent in the last couple of years or so. Here comes an American Airlines special livery. So yeah, I don't know. Boeing's a very big company, and you know, they've done some. From what I've read, they've done some outsourcing to other companies to make some of their components, and I think, from what I've read, Boeing may be reconsidering that. That thinking to kind of bring things back in-house to have more control over stuff. I don't know. I hope they get things together. It's an American company. We want them to succeed. And it's also, I think the airlines would want both companies to continue to prosper, because then they have some leverage. You know, if it was all Airbus could just say this is going to cost this and take it or leave it. But when you've got two big companies competing for your business, they have to play ball. If, you know, United Airlines says, hey, we want 400 planes, give us a good price. We're about to see American Airlines Flight 2010, which is an Airbus A321 with the stand-up to cancer special livery. Well, cloud cover continues to work in our photographic favor this morning.
Sorry, American 2010, ready to go, 18 left. American 2010, 5896, number runway DFW. Okay, thanks.
Dan Griffiths, channel member, Quadjet channel member, opines that the 737 design has been pushed too far. Time for a new design. 757 MAX? Question mark. Well, we'll have to ask 757 Chip about that next time he's in the chat, because he, of course, had a hand in the development of the 757. Is a fan of that aircraft, as am I. I think a lot would depend on whether the original tooling for the 757 was still hanging around, or if they had to start from scratch. And if they had to start from scratch, would they want something that was more of a clean sheet aircraft as opposed to something that was repurposed? Josh Aldrich says, my mom's name is one of the many names written in the arrows of that livery. And I was not aware of that, Josh. And I didn't even know there were any names there. Let me see. I don't know if we can get any closer than we're we're at there. But that's quite an honor. This aircraft standing by, it seems to have fallen off the radar. So maybe they're waiting for all of their takeoff data to come in. Well, the old clock on the wall says it's 8 o'clock. And you're watching Runway DFW, live and in color from Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport. It's 8 o'clock Central Time here in the USA. My name is Walt, and we'll be with you here for another, a couple hours. At least that's the plan, leading up to the handover to our pals Kevin and Rudy over at Airline Videos Live. So I hope you'll stick with us through the balance of our broadcast. I ran out of things to say. Well, it's Sunday, March the 3rd, 2024. I can say that. There I am, outstanding in my field. And we're just waiting for stuff to happen here. Jethead says, I love seeing liveries, older airline logos especially. Got a plane coming in. It's American Flight 3170, or American Eagle Flight 3170 from Durango. So we continue to have this American plane and a Spirit Flight 343, which is destined for Cancun in Mexico. It's an Airbus A321, and in the meanwhile, we've got American Flight 2612 coming in from Denver, Colorado. Be an Airbus A321. So let's widen out. We'll get a look at that. Just saw a Delta flight coming over the bridge. It's on its way to Salt Lake City. And then there's these guys. Hey, there's Luke, the random spotter. Morning, y'all. Walt, fellow mods, and wonderful Runway DFW family. Excuse my tardiness. Late hockey game last night with way too much excitement. Didn't get home till after midnight. Well, thanks for getting up early with us, Luke. Luke, if I'm not mistaken, is an off-ice official for the hockey league up there in Iowa. Well, while we're waiting, we'll get you some sunbeams here. And here comes that Delta Airbus A319, which will eventually be going to Salt Lake City. We have an American Airlines A319 on final approach from Monterrey, Mexico. It's flight 831. Wind is just gusted up here. Officially still, well, it's clocking in at 16 miles an hour now, according to the latest data from the airport. And then there were 3 jets waiting to take off. Spirit plane is all aglow. Jethead asks, Walt, are you scheduled to broadcast next Sunday morning, stopping in for a few and do some spotting? Well, hope to see you then. My schedule is always dependent on the weather. So I can't say for certain whether I'll be here next Sunday or not. That's what I try to do, but it'll have to get closer to that time before I can make a final determination. Martha Perdue says good morning from Lenoir, North Carolina. I'm never sure. She may have answered this before. I always ask, is that Lenoir or Lenoir, or because certain places have different pronunciations depending on where you're from. Jim O'Leary has favored us with a $2 super chat. Walt, you are indeed outstanding in your field. Thank you, Jim. Thank you for that. Got a loud Embraer 170 coming in from Chihuahua in Mexico. American Eagle 3720, you'll see that there. So we've got landing and a rotation there. And an aircraft that has special meaning to our friend up there in Oklahoma City. All right, the Yellowbird is off for Cancun. Delta Flight 1269 is now rolling. This one's going to Salt Lake City.
Envoy 3720, cross runway left, drop 25.
20 left, drop 25, Envoy 3720.
And we have, for the moment, cleared the decks. There's an American jet coming across the bridge. It's flight 9785, an Airbus A319 to Los Angeles. I'm trying to remember. I don't remember having... Oh, maybe I have. I didn't think American flew 319s from here to Los Angeles. Seems like a smallish aircraft for that route, but maybe it's just the time of day. We have American Flight 797. It's coming to us from Madison, Wisconsin. It's an Airbus A320. American Flight 9785 is next. This is the A319 we saw coming across the bridge, going to Los Angeles. And it's not wasting any time in doing that. I think if you're a passenger, you probably like to get to the top of the runway and just lift off.
Convoy 35, 28 feet, 10 knots to the Navy. Good morning, American 975.
Sun is shining on the MD-11 over there. Was the cockpit door open? Perhaps it is, but I don't. Again, I don't think it's going out this morning. It's nice to take a look. .757 Chip is here. Quadjet channel member says it's pronounced Moodison, Wisconsin. Chip, I don't know if you were here earlier. There was a question about whether there could be a 757 MAX from Boeing in the future. And we thought you were the authority on all things 757 here. Oh, Luke, the random spotter, says, ooh, tri-jet. Cargolux 747 fan, Dallas, Australia, says, hey everyone, I'm relaxing from my semi-final cricket match. I'd love to be able to figure out, that's me, I'd love to be able to figure out the rules of cricket sometime. I've watched it on TV before, and it just doesn't, I don't know. Martha Purdue channel member says, awesome close-up of UPS. Yeah, if you like close-ups of UPS planes, check out one of our After Dark streams. We have a plane coming in here. We shall bring you its arrival. This plane took off in San Luis Potosí in Mexico. It's an Airbus A319. It's American flight 853. So we get another gust o' wind here. American Eagle Flight 3983 to Laredo, Texas. An Embraer 170 is about to enter your screen there. And it's a turning and a burning. On this windy and mostly cloudy morning here in North Texas. Well, here come some more planes for us to observe and check out. First, we're going to turn around here and look at a flight coming in from Peoria, Illinois. It's an American Eagle, Embraer 175. Flight 3528. For those of you keeping score. That was American Eagle 4992 headed off your screen there to the right. It's going to Austin, Texas on that CRJ 701ER. As the sun makes another attempt. There's American Eagle Flight 3703, number 175, going to Monterrey in Mexico. And as that flight goes out, we've got Flight 3736, American Eagle, coming in from Aguas Calientes in Mexico. This is an Embraer 170. That would be American Flight 2432, an Airbus A321 going to Los Cabos in Mexico, but eclipsing it there. Flight 1923, a 737-800 going to Hayden, Colorado.
Runway 18 left, line of away, American 2432. Over departure on Boeing 3732.
Omega Sunrise is with us. Good morning, Walton Chat. Waiting for my Qatar 777. Yes, we should be seeing that before we take our leave this morning.
RNAV Laird, runway 18 left, clear for takeoff, American 2432.
So what do we have for you there? We had American Eagle 3403 coming in from Roswell, New Mexico. And the flight headed off to Hayden, Colorado. Alrighty then, here's an Airbus A321. This is the one going to Los Cabos, flight 2432.
RW Park 1 left, clear takeoff on Boeing 393.
probably hear the plane coming in. This is Flight 781 from Querétaro in Mexico, 737-800.
Good day, 2432.
And then we have American Eagle Flight 3993, which is somewhere over there, just rotating now on its way to Wichita, Kansas.
Convoy 3736, traffic to hold, call 20 back, down 25.
Alright, route 18 left to Whiskey Kilo, ground 85 with traffic.
Convoy 3703, call 20 back, down 25.
Route 20 ground 85.
Welcome to Media World, east to west. Welcome to Media World, Gulf East, call 20 back, down 25.
Roger, see you on with 3393.
Our channel member, Randy Buxbaum, with a good morning, everyone. Hello there, Randy.
Convoy 3643, on open line, and then left over to that.
On our way, 20 left to 0, by 13650.
American Eagle Flight 3820, arriving from Wichita, Kansas. In number 175, we thank Connor Macy, who is our newest channel subscriber. Just a reminder that you are watching Runway DFW, Jet Age Entertainment for the 21st century. Here comes Alaska Airlines. Flight 543. It's a MAX 9. It's going to Seattle. Flight 543.
From 800, 20 left, run up aware, clear for takeoff on board 3965. Yeah, American exit to base of the 2000.
What we got there, we've got American Eagle Flight 3695. Change the battery. What? Gonna have to check that.
Quick takeoff, runway 18 left on empty park, Convoy 3920.
Ayla Flyer Chris says, I see Emirates on final way over in Las Colinas. Emirates. Let's see here. Well, there it is. No? Emirates coming in from Dubai. See if I can find that on the radar here.
Bravo 3020 traffic will hold, south 20 left, down 35. That's what I have, 97. Bravo 3534, south 20 left, down 35.
That was American 977 arriving from Harrisburg in Pennsylvania.
That's 977 left. That's 977 past the Echo Alpha, hold short 18 left.
Oh, I guess we missed the Emirates plane. It came in on runway 17 left. So, regrettably, we didn't get to see that coming in for a landing. Flight 221 from Dubai. 15-hour and 39-minute flight. They've probably got another 15 minutes on the ground, winding their way to Terminal D. We'll see it when it comes over to this side of the airport. So we've got American Flight 2220 to Minneapolis, St. Paul. I believe it's gotten a clearance to take off. There it is there. It's an Airbus A321. Kind of a hazy morning here at the big airport. American Flight 1190 is next up. It's on its way to Cancun, Mexico, an Airbus A321. And there's Flight 2335 arriving from Albuquerque, New Mexico, 737-800. As the sun comes out. That would be American Flight 1766, an Airbus A319, which is about to take off for El Paso, Texas. Hello?
Got like the whole setup out here. Holy smokes.
You like? I'm not doing anything illegal, am I?
No, I came over because I'm like, I seen like 1,000 cameras.
Well, not quite 1,000. But, yeah.
You getting good ones?
Well, these are that's that one over there.
Wow. That is so cool.
Yeah.
Just tracking them coming in and going.
That's all it is. People like to... I got people all around the world watching.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
So,
your YouTube Runway DFW?
yeah.
Wow, that is so cool.
Yeah, so we're here, 2, 3, sometimes 4 times a week.
Wow. I saw there's a younger kid that was out here one day doing it.
Yeah, there's a couple of them. There's one, there's OZ Gaming 9 and what's the other one? I can't remember his name for some reason. But yeah, there's a couple of young kids who do this. And
This is a setup, man. This is very impressive.
well, thank you. Yeah, I saw people doing this at other airports. This was back at the end of 2021, and I wanted to watch on my TV. I wanted to say, oh, what are people doing out here at DFW? And there was nobody doing it, so.
Wow. So will you just like announce where they're going?
Yeah, where they're going, where they're coming from, and people ask.
What kind of plane it is?
Yeah, people ask questions and want to know things. Yeah. Now, I don't have all the answers, but usually somebody in the chat room does. So they chat over here and.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Epic Toast Man.
Epic Toast Man.
Somebody's listening to
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's so cool. Wow.
So so I'm told I'm not going to be arrested, everyone. So don't worry.
No jail. No jail.
No jail.
It is so neat.
Not even a ticket or a warning or a summons.
No, man, this is cool that it's cool that you take interest in it and you come out and
Yeah, well, it's nice that the airport provides us with a place to do this.
yeah. Hopefully one day they'll make it a little closer or a little another perspective. I think especially when they're coming from the south.
Well, yeah,
some
we'd
great
love to see
spots.
something down there.
You ever sit at Minder's Chapel? The cemetery? That's a good spot. If it's coming out of the south, that's a good spot because that's where all of the cargo planes. Like these guys, you know more than me, but you get a lot of the cargo planes that land right there. So this is awesome, man.
Well, thank you. You know what? You have any word on this fence when it's?
I don't even know what made them put it up.
I was told it's our information erosion. Yeah.
Yeah, I know over there's some stuff where it's broken up.
Yeah. But I thought once they put the fence up, they'd be doing something to
I think
make repairs. Just to control.
I think because you get a lot of people that go off over there.
Now, what are you guys going to be doing for the eclipse? I would guess you got some contingency plans for all that. There's going to be a lot of people out here.
You're talking to the wrong guy.
All right, I don't want to put you on the spot.
I just show up and drive around and.
Well,
don't let me interrupt you.
All right, no problem. Well, so it was good to talk to you.
This is awesome, man.
Well, thank you.
Awesome.
It's good to have you guys on our side.
I'm gonna have to go turn it on and check it out.
Okay, well, thank you. You too. All right. We haven't been arrested. So, sorry, we got kind of off track there. We have a 777, which you see the tail of there. Now, earlier we saw an Airbus A319 going, American Airlines going to Los Angeles. But, this is kind of more what I would think would be going between here and Los Angeles. This is a 777-300ER. That's flight 448. Backhoe Mafia says I better be wild during the eclipse. I suspicion that it will. Josh Aldrich says, next time, remember the donuts. Yeah, I didn't have anything to offer up. Mark Pell, nothing to see here, officer. Move along. Oh my goodness. Amy M says, hey Walt, where did he say would be a good spot to watch them coming in from the south? Something about a cemetery. I've heard about that before. I think I've scoped it out on a map. And, you know, it's one of those places where you might be able to see planes coming in overhead, you know, as they take off or land or whatever. But I don't necessarily think it would be that great a place for us to do a live broadcast from. I will check it out. I haven't yet. Because we have to have kind of an overall view of things to do a live broadcast. We've got to see them coming in and landing. And if we can't see them landing, if we can't see the planes landing, then it doesn't really do us that much good for a live broadcast. Although, you know, obviously you can get some nice photographs. Hey, there's a $50 tip from Skittles. Keep up the great work, Walt. Thoroughly enjoy your program. Thank you, Skittles. Skittles up early in the great Northwest. She is a robust supporter of this channel and a very nice person, because I got to meet her last year at Cranky Dork Fest. So, winging its way to the City of Angels goes this 777. I lost that one. What have we here? Looks to be American Flight 2161 going to McAllen, Texas, 737-800. That's the plane on the left side of your screen there. See a lot of activity. Planes coming and going across the bridge to the east side. More planes coming up here for takeoff.
Yeah, we're doing that now.
And as we were concerned about earlier in the broadcast, with the sun now peeking out from behind the clouds, we're getting an extra monochromatic effect here, with everything being in the shadows. American Flight 2081 to Sacramento, an Airbus A321. American Eagle 3532 arriving from Bloomington, Illinois. And there goes the plane we were... Whoa. Your host is being buffeted by the powerful winds here this morning. It's American Eagle 3341 arriving from Columbia. And Embraer 170. Columbia, Missouri, I believe that would be. Not the country. American 2759 to San Antonio is beginning its takeoff roll. 737-800, San Antonio, Texas. Doing a little tripod adjustment there. Let's see here. Omega Sunrise is getting ready for Qatar at gate D11 on the tarmac. Hope you have a great day in stream. Thank you, Omega Sunrise. Dwayne C. said the officer seemed to be really impressed with Walt's setup. Mark Pell, however, says, I don't think they want people plane spotting from the cemetery. I'm surprised the officer said that. Yeah, I don't think I could set. I think it'd be unlikely that I'd set up all this equipment in a cemetery. I have a little more respect for the departed. I mean, I guess I can understand somebody hanging out there with a camera strapped around their neck, snapping a picture, but yeah. This aircraft coming in from Kansas City. Flight number 1261, an Airbus A321 from Kansas City. We have another A321 on its way in. It comes to us from Sioux Falls. That is American Flight 2341 off to Querétaro, Mexico, 737-800 there on the left of your screen. Seems to be more fun watching the planes coming in though. Like this one from Colorado Springs, American Flight 782, it's a 737-800. Next arrival is going to be Frontier Flight 3284 from Phoenix, an Airbus A320neo. for it to come out from behind a pole here before we switch over to camera 1. It's Frontier, so it's got something on the tail there. El Rey the Elk. Don't know how well we'll be able to see it with the backlighting, but I have a super chat of $3.30 from BK. Superb close-up video and commentary about DFW. Thank you very much for that. Kind of hard to see, but it's there in the center of your left center of your shot is United Airlines or United Express flight 6297 going to Houston Intercontinental George Bush Worldwide Airport. It's an Embraer 175. And there it goes. Well, it's about that time again. morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be on this big blue marble. It's Walt with you for another hour. In fact, our final hour of Runway DFW in color from DFW International Airport, one of the world's busiest such facilities. We'll be with you for, as I said, the next hour or so, so stick with us for more exciting aviation action on Runway DFW. Arriving from Denver, an Airbus A321, flight 2078. So we should have a Qatar aircraft coming in this hour from Doha. Ahead of that, we have on the docket this Delta Airlines Airbus A320 coming in from Atlanta. It's flight number 839. We salute this 20th century aircraft. Getting ready to take off is American Flight 2114 to Santa Ana, California. Well, grass is starting to get green here. It's been brown for a few months on account of winter. It's caught the tail end of Flight 1655 arriving from Phoenix in Airbus A321. There's a look at the Flight Radar 24. You can find it at flightradar24.com. You can see all the planes on the left side of the screen are what we get to look at. And if you were able to pick this out of the lineup there, it's Frontier Flight 3325 with Crystal the Florida Manatee on its tail. But yeah, unfortunately, Unless your screen is better than mine, which it probably is. Can't really make out the tail because of the backlighting. And I do not have a destination for this plane on flight radar. Might see there in the background the Dreamliner coming over the bridge from, and I was unaware of this. This is a wide body flight going to San Francisco. Interesting. It's a privately owned jet touching down from Midland, Texas. It's a Cessna 525C Citation CJ4. Here's the Frontier aircraft. Well, we can kind of sort of see the manatee on the tail there. Not extremely clear. Yeah, once again, I do not have a final destination for this aeroplane. Here comes a baby bus arriving from Lubbock, Texas, flight 397, American Airlines. And that plane going out was Flight 1812 to Colorado Springs, 737-800. Sure glad I have my headphones on top of my hat, or else my hat would be in Oklahoma by now. Let's see, I think that's American Flight 389 to Mexico City, a 737-800. Now taking off. Arriving from Austin, flight 2197. Last 737-800. Keep it in your shot, Walt. So I don't know if you can see it out of the corner of this picture. I guess it's kind of by the by our logo there. You can see the flags here at Founders Plaza snapping smartly in the breeze. I guess a better look at that would be over here to this gigantic American flag next to that radar tower. And we're looking to the east here, so the flag is definitely picking up the wind from the south. As we watch American Flight 1214 come in from Salt Lake City in Utah on Runway DFW. It's an Airbus A321. There's the American 787-8 Dreamliner, which is going to San Francisco. And I've been here many Sunday mornings. I'm going to cut away real quick to show you this. You can see the planes coming in parallel there over on the east side of the airport. So I guess one would be coming in on 17 center and the other on 17 right. So anywho, was American Eagle Flight 3352, number 175, arriving from Midland, Texas. I think I had started to say, I don't think I ever completed my thought, that this is the Dreamliner going to San Francisco. I don't recall ever having seen an American Airlines Dreamliner departing from this airport to San Francisco with a wide-body plane. I'm sure it's happened before, and maybe I just had escaped my attention, but I'd just never seen it before. There on the right of your screen, I believe, is American Flight 2655. It's going to Portland, Oregon. And it is in Airbus A321neo.
Clear wind 2902 on ellular, runway 18 left, clear takeoff. Clear takeoff, 18 left on ellular, clear United 506, TSA Terrace, clear underway, runway 18 left, minus away. 20 left, minus away, 5, clear 85, clear 46, and that's parking. Alright, parking, right, 6, all the way 39, 69, 80 south.
Beth F says, Walt, this is a surprise. Good morning. Yeah, I forgot to, well, I didn't forget to, but I just didn't have time to put up a coming up yesterday because we were here for, well, we were here for more than 6 hours, but we were on the air for 6 hours. So we're glad you could find us. Captain General, channel member, says, good morning, everyone. Morning, Captain. Bill Caldham says, show you how little I know. Is that radar for approach control or ground control? And he was talking about the radar tower we saw. And you know what? I don't really have the answer to that. Somebody in here might, but I don't. Donnie White says, Walt, wouldn't it be nice to have a Starbucks food truck out there? That would be nice. I don't know that it would be allowed. I don't think it's probably within the terms of whatever they have going on out here. Okay, we're waiting for the Dreamliner to take off. We've got an Airbus A321 coming in from Las Vegas. It's flight 1780. Where'd it go? Well. So the Dreamliner is now the only plane we've got waiting over there. Now it could be that conditions are such in San Francisco that it's been told to hold off on departures so that it doesn't have to be circling around in the air when it gets to the city adjacent to the bay. Let me see, while we're waiting, let me see if I can locate the Qatar 777, which is supposed to be on its way in. Is it? Not seeing it on the map. Let me try another method. Hold on. H to DFW. Oh, no wonder I couldn't find it. It's a... I guess we're not getting a Qatar flight in this morning. I don't see it. The only one I see is flight 35K. No, I'm sorry, flight 729, which is now not quite reached the coastline of Canada. Won't be here for 5 hours. So typically we get one in. We get a 777 in the morning. So not to be the case on this Sunday morning. So this is what we've got to look at right now. We do have American Flight 2193, which is winging its way from Tucson, Arizona, an Airbus A321. It will be within our view in about a minute. is on the move. There it is, way in the background there. Still big enough for us to see with that wide lens. It's gotten clearance to take off. It'll be going out apparently as the flight from Tucson is coming in. A fire truck paying us a visit. I've never seen a fire truck making the rounds here at Founders Plaza. So we salute our firefighters. Mr. Phil 63, howdy y'all from South Carolina. DFW FD, says Josh. There they go. And here we are. It is quiet. Oh, we've got a plane coming in. Not quiet for long. Jorge Calderia, if I pronounce that correctly, is our newest subscriber. Thank you, Jorge. This E-Jet arriving from Corpus Christi, Texas. The home of Whataburger. I stopped at Whataburger this morning. I didn't have any dinner last night. So I thought, well, I'll stop and get something. I got a taquito. And I don't know, it seemed like it was smaller than it used to be. The taquito. Now, of course, when you have Ito on the name of on a Spanish name, it would indicate that it's small. But it was, you know, it was enough for me. Doug Hewson, channel member, says good morning, Walt. Good morning to you, Doug. Luke the Random Spotter says, as a retired fire captain, may I just say, fire trucks should not be yellow. Back to our regularly scheduled programming. Well, yes, red is the traditional fire truck color. I know in Denton, which is a city to the north of us where I spend a lot of time, they have some fire trucks that are green. I had never seen that before, although the college in Denton, or one of the colleges in Denton, the University of North Texas, is known as the Mean Green, so I don't know if that has something to do with it or not. It's everything has fallen silent here. There are, let's see the radar. There's no. We're looking at the top part of the screen there, and there are some planes getting ready to take off there on the east side, but nothing happening whatsoever here. No planes on the way in. So we're just going to have to chat amongst ourselves for a little bit. We are planning to be with you through the top of the hour, at which time we will send things over to our buddies Kevin and Rudy at Airline Videos Live, and we'll stay on, however, if you care to hang out with us for some packing up activities. Breakfast time. Slim pickings, I guess. Andrew Molson says, hello, Walt Mods and everyone. Just popping in whilst I have a cup of tea and making Sunday dinner. Sunny here in North Wales, UK. Lots of flyovers going over to see also. So, Andrew, we're happy to have you popping in for a spot of tea. Perhaps a scone with some clotted cream. Sounds good. We had Mark Pell answering a question from Bill Caldum. Says the rotating array on its own tower, which you see there, is the airport surveillance radar used by TRACON and Tower for air traffic. Ground uses support surface detection equipment on the control towers. And can we see that? Let's see if we can. We're closest to the. We have the best view of the west control tower, and I think at night you can actually see this rotating. See that white structure on top of the control tower there? Oh, you can see it spinning. Okay, I think that's what was being talked about. Spinning about. I think that's what keeps an eye on ground activities here. Pull out a little bit to give you a little perspective of the tower here. The controllers are in the area just below the top there, with the glass at kind of the angled out glass part. So hello to all you controllers up there. Glad you get a little break here. They've been going at it non-stop since 7 o'clock, more or less. So maybe they're having a cup of tea as well. It's so quiet here, you can hear the birds singing. Luke says, no, not green. I am rooted in tradition when it comes to my fire background. Red with some white and or black is okay. Well, I do have to say that yellow seems a lot more visible than the traditional red. I'm not advocating for it. I'm just saying. More bird action for you today. Making some sweet sounds. And now the nature portion of Runway DFW. Uncle Plane Guy says Indy's fire trucks are red and white. And he says, you should know because you used to live in Indy. Well, I haven't lived in Indianapolis since the year 1980, which by my calculations is 44 years ago. So, things may have changed a little bit since I was there. You know, they got jet planes going in there now and color TV and stuff. None of your business as Elmhurst, Illinois has yellow fire trucks. Captain General says seems like a windy day at Founders Plaza, and if we take this camera, you can see there by our logo. You can get a look at the flags here at Founders Plaza whipping in the wind. We'll get a little better view of it with our camera 1, since we don't have anything else to take pictures of right now. And the last I checked, let's see here, the airport's saying the wind's coming in at 22 miles an hour out of the south. That has accelerated since our initial check of that statistic. So while it's pretty mild here, there's a bit of a chill in the air at 66 degrees Fahrenheit because of the wind chill. Paul Turk says hi. Edward Richardson, channel member, says we have now devolved into bird spotting. Well, there's a plane. Look at that. It's coming over the bridge. It's flight 123, a 787 Dreamliner headed to Honolulu. So we will see that in action pretty soon. But first, more birds. Now that's not a grackle, but I don't know what that is. I'm not Not good at bird spotting. But these birds actually have kind of some sweet tweets as opposed to the grackles. Oh, they're gone. Skyhops Aviation says, good morning, Runway DFW. I'm watching from New Braunfels, Texas, down there in the San Antonio metropolitan area. And none of your business said, well, see, I should have known this. That's called a black bird with an orange bill. So there you go. Leave it to our viewers to help us identify nature's creatures. Shady Magician says, hi Walt, just want to say thank you for your broadcast. I've been recovering from pneumonia and your stream has been so therapeutic. This is 10 times better than ibuprofen. Well, thank you, Shady Magician. I hope you're feeling better soon. Pneumonia is nothing to sneeze at. I've had it before. It's no fun at all. So get some rest. And we're glad that this helps you a little bit. Owen Meyer says, good morning. Beth F. is saying we're seeing starlings. So, okay. And if you're looking for some more therapeutic plane spotting action, we've got Kevin and Rudy at Airline Videos Live coming up right after we finish up in about 20 or 25 minutes. And they'll take you through the whole day with some great action from Los Angeles International Airport. I probably won't get to watch too much of it, but I'll be listening in the car. I've got about an hour's drive to get home. Hello.
Well, I didn't want to interfere with your narration.
What? Pardon me?
I didn't want to interfere with your narration.
It's live. It doesn't matter. It's not a professional broadcast. But go ahead.
What camera is this?
Pardon?
What camera is this?
These are both Panasonic camcorders.
Yeah. 4K?
Yes, although we only transmit in or go out to YouTube in 1080p. My name is Walt.
What?
My name is Walt.
Ed.
Ed, pleasure to meet you. Here, we'll show you what we're talking about. There's Ed right up there. Wave, Ed. I don't think Ed wants to wave.
Does this help you with panning?
This,
Panning?
yeah. The tripod head.
This thing?
Oh, that just helps me to see the picture. Because it's bigger than that.
Yeah, I see that. Where did you get this?
That, I think I got it from B&H Photo.
What did they ding you for that?
I don't know, I can't remember, I got it used, so it was at a pretty good price. Because they sell used and new equipment, and I figured, well,
With its own battery?
no, I plug it into that thing.
Yeah, let's see. They're all set up here.
Yes, sir. So once again, we're looking at flight 123. It's a Dreamliner Dash 8. It's going to Honolulu. Maybe the last wide body we see here on this broadcast today. Not forever, but for today. Moving into position for takeoff. fixed camera in a fixed position. There it goes. Aloha. Thank you, 757 Chip, for that $10 super chat. 757 Chip, already a Quad Jet channel member. Billy Pilgrim 522 is our new subscriber. Thank you, Billy. Thank you again, 757 Chip, for that $10 super sticker, which is described there, but for some reason we can't show you the super sticker. Speaking about those birds we were looking at earlier, a common starling bird, according to the AI in my iPhone. Beth F says European starling. Going back in time a little bit here. Steve Madison says hello, Walt. I think he meant Walt. I'm sure he meant Walt. Runway DFW mods and everyone from Inverness in northern Scotland. Thank you, Steve. Always nice to have our Scottish viewers here. And okay, he recognized that his fingers either slipped or the autocomplete was not being accurate, but no problem. And Amy M says hello, Steve from Scotland. So we have, for your edification right there, it's American Flight 1828. This is going to FAT, airport code FAT, which we all know is Fresno. And I've never been to the Fresno airport, but I always wonder whether there are any restaurants which capitalize on that airport code. Sandra Rivera says, watching from Founders Plaza. So, wherever you are, Sandra Rivera, greetings to you. Sky Ops Aviation says, hey, Runway DFW, could you add my YouTube channel in your links? I will give that some consideration. Always like to promote our fellow plane spotters. In the interim, you can check out Sky Ops Aviation here on YouTube. Let's see, have we run out of planes yet? No, I don't think so.
We have been told that Apple 350 the first RNAV 6 is Bravo, Papa, Alpha, Romeo, Kilo.
A little biz jet here for you. This appears to be a Bombardier Challenger 350. No destination is listed. Business jet portion of our show today. So right behind it is a Gulfstream G600 getting ready to take off, and we have no information about the destination for that aircraft either. Now this is unusual. This plane has diverted back from wherever it had been going. It took off from DFW Airport about 43 minutes ago. It's American Eagle flight 3177. It's a CRJ 701ER. So, looking at the radar, well, I can't tell where it went. It was headed out west, and then it made a U-turn near Wichita Falls. So for whatever reason, that plane came back. Alright, we've got this other biz jet. With its porthole windows. Oh, that plane we saw coming in was headed to Lawton, Oklahoma, but it didn't quite get there. And again, we don't know where this plane is going. We do know that Spirit Flight 269 is coming in from Las Vegas. An Airbus A320. As the wind really picks up, it feels like it's about 25 miles an hour currently, maybe more. There's this cute little business jet, which is getting ready to go out, is the Gulfstream G600. And I don't imagine it will need much runway to take off. Nope. Didn't even make it to Terminal D.
American 665, Papa DFW, remember when he left on a flight.
So activity's picking up just a little bit here on our final minutes of our broadcast. It's American Eagle 3904 coming in from Tulsa, Oklahoma. It's an Embraer 170. I have to say, business is picking up here at Founders Plaza, as you would expect, as Sunday morning progresses. It's nice. It's going to turn out to be a nice sunny day here, I think. An American 737 is rolling. We do not have any indication of the destination or the flight number.
American 2673 RNF 2 layers, runway 18 left, clear takeoff. RNF layer 18 left, clear takeoff, American 2673. American 665, Papa, contact flight shooter.
American Flight 1188 just touching down from Guatemala City after a 3-hour and 4-minute flight on that 737-800. And we've got going out. We can catch the rotation here.
Runway 3904, Delta 8 cross, runway 18 left, contact ground 25. Crossing 8 left, Golf 8 ground on this side.
American 2673 off to Palm Springs in California. Mark Pell says, odd that American Eagle 1377 turned back to DFW from so close to Lawton. They were practically there. Something interesting going on. That is a good question. You know, it could be something that, an issue that could only be handled at a larger airport. I don't imagine it was an emergency, or else it would have tried to land a little closer in. Maybe there was some issue at the Lawton Airport which precluded its landing. That's all speculation, we don't know. But it's fun to speculate. From Colorado Springs came that American Eagle Flight 6214, a CRJ 701ER, and okay, there's nothing taking off. Nothing on the way in, so I think we're going to call it a morning here at Runway DFW.
Alpha, contact ground point 65 on the Alpha bridge.
Needs my music here. All right, our 3-hour broadcast just about over. Now we'll stick around after the music is over and let you watch me pack up. Isn't that exciting? But in the meantime, you might want to check out your other options. First of all, let me display this information. Say thank you to Runway DFW sponsor James Webb. He's done so much for the channel over the last year. I know you will thank him with us. Thank you, James. Thanks to Airline Videos Live. Kevin has loaned us some of his batteries, which we'll have all charged up for his next appearance here at DFW Airport. Thank you, Kevin. And to the Runway DFW Moderation Federation for making this such a great place to hang out and talk about aviation and such. So now, on behalf of everybody here at Runway DFW, well, I guess it's really only me, thank you for watching. We'll be back later this week sometime. I haven't looked at the forecast to see when we'll be back, but look for a After Dark stream later this week. Those seem to be very popular. And we'll see you soon on Runway DFW. Happy contrails to you until we meet again. Oh, and did I say this? Yes. If you want, it's about time to fire up the, if it's not already started, the Airline Videos Live broadcast spectacular Sunday show from Los Angeles International Airport. So I won't blame you for going over there. But again, we'll be packing up here and we'll be leaving the camera on during the time. So thank you and goodbye again.
overseas acts and promotional consideration furnished by Pan American World Airways, the world's most experienced airline. Pan Am makes the going great. This is Dick Tufeld speaking.
Mark, good day, Mark 26. American 1018 at Alpha, south, runway 18 left, contact now, 165 on top of the Alpha Bridge. American 1018 at Alpha, southwest, left, contact now on the bridge.
All right, so now I'm going to turn the camera on myself informally, so you can watch me tear this stuff down. So we'll be still hanging out for another 20 or 30 minutes, I guess, with you. So if you want to, I can't really respond to the chat while I'm tearing stuff apart, but if you want to chat amongst yourselves, feel free, and we'll see you again next time on Runway DFW.
American 777 clear for takeoff, runway 18. Excuse me, line up and wait for American 777 on 18 left. American 777, 18 left, line up, wait, traffic full cross Central. 18 left, lap and wait, American 777. 1025, reach your what? 1025 traffic will hold in position and with the Lima cross runway 18 left and connect around 25.
All your favorite hits. Music, endless, blah blah blah.
Pioneer to B Park, runway 18 left, set takeoff, American 777.
Your first choice for continuous favorites.
On Runway DFW.
making you feel good. The brightest blend of music. Happy birthday to you.
This is Runway DFW.
It's fun. designed for the whole family. Enjoy. Choice for soft rock favorites.
Runway DFW.
In the morning. Western sounds.
Runway 39, 85, RNS depart, runway left, let's pick up. RNS depart, 20 left, let's pick up on board, start down, left. Runway 36, 49, 85, runway left, front, away. Runway 111, runway 36, 49.
This is Runway DFW.
It's the best of easy rock. Playing your favorite songs.
Well, we come back to you now as the music fades out, and gotta wind up the rest of the cables, which will put us off the air. So thank you again for watching and commenting and hanging out with us here at Runway DFW. And again, Oh, look, there's Kevin from Wellington Flights Live. Just got here to see the backing up, but nice to see Walt live. Hello, Kevin. Well, I guess that's it. I think our music's going to start up again here. But we're done. We'll see you next time on Runway DFW. Thanks again for watching, and we will see you soon. Keep your little notification bell lit up, and we'll let you know the next time we're going to be on. But look for another After Dark stream later this week on Runway DFW. See you next time, everybody.